Tanisha Marie is here to instruct us and lead us in a new path for the new year.
Yes.
Give her a big round of applause.
So, hey everyone, I'm Tanisha Marie, and I used to be a social worker for ACS, right? So I went to school, got my bachelor's degree, became a social worker for ACS for 5 years, and I didn't like it, right? So they fired me, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. So my cousin introduced me to business online. Now we know social media. Who knows about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat? The way that we make money now is on our cell phones, right? You don't need a cubicle anymore. You don't have to go to a destination anymore. You can literally travel the world and make money from your cell phone. So I'm an Amazon seller. I became an Amazon seller, right? So I've been doing this for the last 5 years, right? Bought me a house, bought me a Benz, paid my student loan off, make about 10 grand a month from home right now, right? So my goal is to help people understand this concept of creating your own income from your cell phone, making money from your cell phone. I realize that we all come from a background of mom who said, go to school, right? Get a job, make sure you get a good job, right? Make sure you get to work on time, make sure your pension is good, make sure your social security is good. And then I have clients who's 55 and can't retire because they listen to what their mom said, right? So I have a passion to teach people about understanding financial education, financial literacy, credit, multiple streams of income, right? Because what's happening right now with this government shutdown, 800,000 people didn't get paid yesterday. That's TSA too. Those people didn't go to work, right? So what are those people doing, right? You can't live on your savings forever, right? You can't rob the bank. You can't live on your credit cards forever. So you have to do something that's going to bring you in residual income. So I'm going to show you guys a concept that some of you may have seen, some of you may have not. But it's a concept that we should have learned in 4th grade. I teach these classes in 4th grade. I go to high schools, I go to churches, I go to daycares, all over the place, teaching this concept of multiple streams of income and making money on your cell phone. So it's called the cash flow quadrant. Anybody heard of the cash flow quadrant? Cash flow quadrant. And if you have a pen and paper, I suggest you guys take it out and take notes. You ever heard of the cash flow quadrant? How many people have heard of the cash flow quadrant? So 1 or 2? Okay. So the cash flow quadrant is made up of 4 squares, okay? E, S, D, I. Anybody know Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Yes. Right. So he came up with this cash flow quadrant. So basically in the entire world, across this nation, everybody, there's only 4 ways that money is made. Okay, only 4 ways. There's not a 5th or 6th way. It's only 4 ways that people make money. So the first one here is employee. How many people in here have jobs? All right, y'all scared? Raise your hand. Do you have a job? I'll see you like this. Raise your hand. All right. The second way is self-employed. So what is self-employed people? Doctors.
Entrepreneurs.
Doctors. What else?
Entrepreneurs.
Therapists. Hairstylists. Lawyers.
Electricians.
Lawyers. Go ahead, throw some out there. CPAs. Mechanics.
Chiropractor.
Right. So this is just to name a few, right, of self-employed people. Now, we know what employees are, right? Employees are people that are trading hours every day for money, right? Every single day, employees have to go to work, right? Go, wherever they at, whether they drive a truck or, they're sitting at a cubicle, whether they're a teacher and in the classroom, whether they're whatever it is. You have to go to a physical place every day to trade 8 to 12 hours. It's the average, right, person that works 8 to 12 hours a day to make a paycheck, right? Self-employed people, it's the same thing. They have to trade hours for dollars. if you don't have a client, if you don't have a patient, if you don't have a customer coming in as a self-employed person,
You don't have money.
you make no money, right? You make no money, right? So with this concept of making money, this is the wrong side of the quadrant, okay? It's wrong because you don't supposed to trade hours for dollars. Like I said, mom said, go to school, get a good job, make sure you got a pension, make sure you get a house, make sure you get a car, take care of your kids, right? But mom never told us about residual income. Mom never told us about these things that can help us get free, right? So most people work a job to what? What's the retirement age right now?
It went up.
67.
It went up. It's,
67, wow.
it's not 65
So the
anymore.
average person that has a job has to work till 67 years old, right? Now, that's a problem, right? Because after 55, you don't want to get out the bed no more to go to a job.
About 45.
Okay? But listen, right? This is just average. After 55, you do not want to get up anymore to go to a job that you hate, right? So to go an extra 17 years or extra 12 years is like torture now, right? So employees, why is this so bad? Is because employees pay 40% in taxes. What's your guys' biggest expense?
Mortgage.
What's your guys' biggest expense? What's your biggest expense?
Me?
Hmm?
The house, mortgage, and the car.
What's your biggest expense? What's your biggest expense? You know, what's your biggest expense? Like insurance, your mortgage, your car note? What's your biggest expense?
Mine is mortgage.
Mortgage for my son.
Okay. College, right? You can say that. Okay.
It's a high school student.
Oh.
He's got a Supreme fetish.
Okay. So all that you guys said is wrong. Your biggest expense is not a mortgage. It's not your children. It's not insurance.
It's actually
I just told you taxes.
That's true.
Your biggest expense is taxes.
Wow.
Do you guys want to know the poverty level right now?
What, as in how much that they make a year?
The census. This is what the Census Bureau came up with.
20,000? 25,000?
Anybody want to take a stab at it?
Go ahead.
Y'all give up?
60? 60?
Y'all give up?
60? $75,000.
That's
believe
poverty.
it.
What? It's considered
I believe it.
to be in poverty.
Yeah, I believe it. When you think about
Is that
how much
before
our
or
house is
after
cost.
taxes?
Huh?
Is that before or after taxes?
Well, I'm gonna break it down, right? $75,000, and you're working as an employee. Remember, you're getting 40% taken away from this. So you're only bringing in about $40,000
True.
a year.
Can't do nothing.
The average employee works their first 4 months. So everybody has a job here. You're literally working just to pay your taxes off until April. Right?
And then
So 40, divide that by 12, right? What's that, $3,500 a month? Most people mortgages is $3,500. How can you survive?
when you do the math. Right.
That's
How?
why it is poverty.
You cannot. And then your son, you got habits. You want to travel. You want to get your hair done, nails done, right? You got a car. People are robbing Peter to pay Paul every single day as an employee. Every single day, employees are robbing Peter to pay Paul. They're going deeper, 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 deeper in debt. By the time, the average, now these are statistics, you guys can Google all of this stuff. By the time the average person turns 55, they have $100,000 in debt. Credit cards and all this different stuff. From robbing Peter to pay Paul their whole job life. It's true, right? So like I said, after 55, you don't want to come to work. Bones cracking, back hurt now,
Knee hurt.
head, hair. It's not a game. This is so serious. The most people that have the most health issues are employees. They can't take care of their health because they're too busy rushing to the job. Right? It's a sad thing, right? So it's no better for a self-employed person. Some people say, oh, I want to be my own boss.
Right.
It's harder.
This is harder. Even though you're only paying 25% in taxes now, right? This is harder now. Because this becomes a hustle.
Yeah, I'm hustling every day.
Every day I'm hustling. You heard that song by Rick Ross? Every day I'm hustling, right?
Every day.
So as a hairstylist, she can't leave until her last customer is gone. Well, she got little kids. At least at the job, you can say, you know what, boss? Can I leave early?
I'm out.
I'm out. You cannot do that. Doctors can't do that. Therapists cannot do that. Lawyers cannot do that. Mechanics cannot do that. Mm-hmm. So they work until they die right here. Sad, right? It's a critical thing, right? But again, mom taught us this. Right? I'm not saying mom was a bad person, but mom didn't know herself. Mm-hmm. Right? Mom didn't know, let's make some residual income, right? Let's get on the other side of money, right? That's why this is the wrong side. Too much taxes and not enough time. Too many people constipated right here. Literally. Constipation. They can't sleep. They have a lot of worry, a lot of headache, anxiety. You know, people die from anxiety.
Yeah, and ulcers and
Right.
stress.
Right.
Yeah.
You hate your job, and every day you have to go somewhere that you hate.
Wow.
Your heart is pounding. When I used to work for ACS, my heart used to race when I was late because they quick to write you up. I hated that job.
Right.
Right? Now, I love working with the mothers and the children, but I hated my boss and my supervisor. They was terrible. Right? So we never learn, guys, the real deal. Right? See, how poverty is passed down is if you're making $75,000, and this is poverty. But people right now are going to college, and college is saying $75,000 is a good job.
With student loans.
Right.
That's $75,000.
$75,000 a year is considered a good job if you go to college. That's what they're telling you. Right? But we just broke the numbers down. This is poverty. Robbing Peter to pay Paul every single month just to eat. Right. So we got to get on the other side, guys. We have to get on the other side of money. This is business, right? And investing. Right? How many of you have 401ks and pensions and stuff?
Yeah.
Right. So let me break your 401k down for you, right? So your 401k, let me show you how it works. The average person puts about, let's say about $300 a month, right, into your 401k. $300 a month into your 401k, all right? So let's just say over, a year, how much is that?
Well, that's 12
Right,
times
how much is that? Somebody do the math.
36.
That's 36 now.
All right,
$3,600.
$3,600 in 12 months, right? The problem is every time that you put money into your 401k, you got 3% fees that come out right away. And inflation goes up 3% every year. So the more money you put into it, the more your money dissolves, for real. Okay? So let's do the math on this. If you're putting $3,600 every 12 months,
every year.
Let's just do this time 40. Who got a calculator? Do the math on this. This is 40 years of working your job. 3,600 times 40. What's the number?
I thought the average amount of
156.
150.
No, so it's 50,600, right?
No,
No, it gotta
No, it's 156.
It got to be six figures at least.
156.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't use a calculator. I used my brain.
Right. Well, good. Right. So 150. That's a lot. Now in your brain, you're like, oh, I'm gonna retire on six figures. Plus, some people have the thing where they company match it, right? Companies promising you're matching 10% or whatever they do, right? And then you got Social Security, which give you an extra what, 1,000 or 1,200 a month, right? So in an average person's head, it makes sense to put up 300, retire with 6 figures, and I got an extra 1,000. It makes sense, but this doesn't make sense. The average person that's retiring that think they got 6 figures, $50,000 to retire on. It's impossible
To survive with that.
They want you to live on $10,000 a year. So this will last you 5 years if you live on $10,000. That means you get rid of all your bills and all you gotta do is just eat. See, this doesn't make sense, right? This doesn't make sense. See, this makes sense. And if your company's matching and you get Social Security, right? But Social Security's over 2034. It's done. So I'm not getting no Social Security. Millennials, anybody under 39 will not get Social Security as retirement. It's done.
You see, that's stupid, because we actually pay into Social Security. It's our money that they're using, because that gets taken out even before you see your paycheck.
And the kids take
So-
they take it out of the kids' food
So-
checks too when they
So I
you know
don't-
21-year-olds they
right.
paying into
So
it.
I don't understand.
So why would
we
they
as
do
a
that?
People are putting up with this.
They
thing
should be
that's going to
exempt.
stop.
Right.
It shouldn't be stopping, because that's our money.
Right. It's
So
true.
how about giving me my money?
It's true.
Let me just invest
Right.
where I want.
But here's the thing, you don't have to pay Social Security, right? I'm gonna show you how, right? But this is the problem that we're dealing with. Every time that you guys are paying Social Security, you're paying for everybody else that's on it right now.
You're not paying
It's
for
not
yourself.
going into a bank account, so when you retire, they give you back the money. This is a Ponzi scheme. This is not how this works. It's Miss Jones is paying her $70 a month. It's going to John, who can't walk, who's on Social Security. That's how it works. So, in order for you to get your Social Security, I have to enter into the job force. So I can pay Social Security. So when you retire, you got it. You know how many millennials don't want a job? I don't want a job. I'm 35. Millennials do not want a job. So, what happens to Social Security? Trump did a whole article. He said in the next 12 years, Social Security's done. So this is scary because the people, baby boomers 55 and over, are depending on this Social Security. And they're not going to get it. They have something called retirement jobs. You guys ever heard of that? Retirement job. So after you work
All them years. and
All
go
them
back to
years.
this job.
well, it's 'cause it's a job that now is supposed to be more relaxed. That's what happens. Hi, how are you? Come on. In. Oh, so it's a job that's supposed to be more relaxed, like a security job or like a desk job where you just go in for a couple hours and you work. But it's called a retirement job. That's the name of it, right? And there's people that have retirement jobs. Okay, I saw a lady in Walmart. She had to be no more, okay, than 90 years old. 90 years old, working at Walmart. Poor thing couldn't even see, trying to put the thing in the bag. But this is happening.
Yeah,
Okay,
see
all
a lot of
over
elders, I
world.
see a lot of elders still working
Right.
way past 67.
Right. Because they cannot retire.
They
like
cannot,
I said,
they can't afford it.
This is great. Yes. 6 figures is great. And then you're getting an extra 1,000 a month coming from Social Security. That is great. That makes sense. But when you factor in inflation, every single time you put money into it, your money is going down. You only got 50 grand after 40 years. Baby boomers commit the most suicide. Y'all can Google all this. All right, don't believe me. I'm just an Amazon seller. All right. So I decided to get on the other side of money.
Right.
Remember I told you guys, right? That B, I'm gonna draw it again. That B quadrant Because I cannot see myself doing that, right? I cannot see myself living on a wish and a prayer for the rest of my life, right? So I decided to get over here, right, where I can leverage the internet. I leverage the internet, right? The average person, how many of you got Facebook and social media and Instagram and Snapchat? How many of y'all got that?
No Snapchat.
Well, one of them.
One of them.
Right.
I have quite a few.
So here's the statistics. The average person spends 8 hours a day on social media. Right. Well, according to statistics.
You're not average.
The average person,
You're above average.
the average person spends at least 8 hours scrolling, taking bathroom selfies, texting on a phone. Our phone has become a part of our life, a part of our heart. You ever lost your phone?
Oh my God.
How did you feel?
Hurt.
Right.
Amputated.
Right. Right. Our phones is a part of our heart. It's true.
It's a shame.
It's true. They let phones in the schools now.
Right.
You guys know. Right. Right. So I decided to learn how to leverage. Right. All I'm doing is leveraging social media. And how many people shop online?
All day.
Ridiculous, right?
All day.
Right. I made $250,000 on Amazon in 2 years from home.
Mm.
I don't want a job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a job. I can do Amazon until Amazon wheels fall off.
Amazon's coming to Queens.
Right.
Coming to Queens.
Right. It's going to bring a lot of jobs too.
Yeah.
Right. But Amazon also has something where you could become your own FedEx.
Yeah.
Actually, they've been inviting me for a year now.
They asked me too.
Yeah.
A year.
They need people.
Yeah.
They need
No,
people.
to do it from home.
Yeah. Well, they need people, right? So they have a licensing program where you become your own FedEx. You pay 10 grand, right? And then you hire other people, right, to now do it. Amazon is going to take over every borough, every city, every corner of the world, okay? And they're going to have warehouses in Queens. They're going to have warehouses in Brooklyn. They're going to have warehouses in the Bronx. Right. So they're stopping that whole, I didn't get my package thing. Because it's at the warehouse, right? But they need you. They need me, right? You know how Uber came in and got rid of the taxis?
Yeah.
But Uber's about to be done too. Mm-hmm. We're about to have self-driven cars in the next 10 years. You'll need Uber. So people better ride the Uber wave as much as they can right now. Because it's about to be over, right? So all I'm doing is leveraging the internet and I'm leveraging e-commerce. That's all I'm doing. If I know the average person is online 8 hours a day, I need to be in front of them, selling them something. So I sell my tea, I sell my credit restoration, my financial education. I have an academy online for Financially Lit Academy. Right? So how many people don't know this stuff? And when they see me, they're like, you know what? I need to be a part of your class. I need to be a part of what you're doing. I'm sick of my job. I can't retire. I told you I got clients 55, 65, still working the job. Nurses. Lawyers. Right? So I decided to leverage this. I'm only paying 4% in taxes. And this is after I tell the government what I made and what my expenses were. See, employees got to get last, but you the one working. See, this doesn't make sense. You the one working, and the government and everybody else get your money before you do. When you're a business owner, I tell the government, this is how much I made, this is my expenses, and this is what I'm going to pay you. A whole nother mindset, right? A whole nother mindset. So all I'm doing is leveraging the internet to get in front of people, right, on social media. You ever see ads in your news feed say sponsored? Right, so I do ads. So Facebook takes your information and sells it to me. Instagram takes your information and sells it to me. And by turn, I get leads and I get sales. Right, this is how it works. So I take my money, 20% of my profits, and I invest it in real estate. I invested in Bitcoin, right? I invested in stocks. So now, as I'm working my 250 grand, now I can help it grow too. So this don't make sense to me. I don't want to be self-employed. I don't want to be a hairstylist. I got to spend too many hours, right? I work about maybe 15 to 25 hours a week on my business. And then I love doing seminars like this, going over, because people need to get this, right? Because you can become your own investor. You can invest in Bitcoin on your own. You can invest in real estate on your own, right? You can invest in the stocks on your own. Your 401k money, I show people how to take their 401k money and buy a house. Or take money out of your house, your equity. People got how much in equity in their homes right now just sitting there doing nothing?
I have a lot.
You can take 30 grand and go buy you another house that can produce some income.
Yeah, but then that's the headache. Those tenants are horrible.
Well, here's the thing. It's all about
It's
education.
a headache.
Right, but it's all about education. You have to educate yourself. Right, that's all it is. You have to get educated. I got 2 houses right now. Tenants, they fine. Right?
You're blessed.
Right. They're fine. One is in Philly and one is here. Right? I'm looking to buy another house. Right? So by the time I retire, I want my real estate, my Bitcoin, and my stocks working for me. Right? I don't want to deal with the government because they're too flaky. I don't want to put my life and my family's life in the hands of people who don't care about me.
The government shut down right now.
Right, I know.
All the,
See, if you give your job and the government the power to feed your family, you also give them the power to starve your family. So, I decided to take my life by the throat and say, forget about the government. I'm going to be an Amazon seller. I'm going to be a digital marketer. Right? So, that's what I did. Right? So, you guys have an opportunity. So, I have a company called Myecon. Everybody heard Myecon before?
Myecon, yes.
Yeah, so Myecon is a financial education company. Okay, we help you fix your credit, right? You don't have to pay Lexington Law, $150 a month, right? We show you how to fix your own credit, okay? We show you how to restore your own credit, right? We also show you how to lower your debt, right? Lower your bills to pay your bills off earlier, okay? Now, here's the thing. Most people, their credit score is about 500, 600. And everybody credit score that's around that range are paying high interest. So the bank is raping people that have under 6. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're getting raped. Every time you pay your student loan, it goes up. Every time you pay your credit card, it goes up. Remember I said robbing Peter to pay Paul? This is exactly why employees have to continue to rob Peter to pay Paul. You don't have enough money, right? But also a lot of people don't know about credit. How to leverage credit, right? My mom told me to stay away from credit, right? But credit, all credit is you're taking other people's money and going and making you money.
Right.
That's it. We didn't learn that though.
Nope.
When I go teach these 4th graders this, they get it like, listen, I want to go get some credit. I want to go make some money with other people's money. That's how it works, right? You get the bank's money and you go make money. That's it. Every time you put money in the bank, you get direct deposit. The bank is trading your money. Every single time, right?
Because they're making money on us,
Right.
which is other people's money.
And you know why direct deposit is so popular? Because the bank has receivables. So they know when the money's coming in. So they know what they can lend out to what country. From us. Y'all, direct deposit.
Yes, we ate. You late.
I'm sitting there.
You late.
Did you see us with the plates?
Right. So we also have something called income shifting. Okay? Remember I told y'all about the 40% tax y'all pay? So we show you how, instead of worrying about a tax return, which most people ain't going to get right now because the government shut down, right? See, the government takes 40% from you. And they only give you back 4%. And people are happy with that, right? But we show you how to get that 4% throughout 12 months. All right, so it's income shifting, right? And then we have investments, right? Stocks, ETFs, bonds, to show you how to get into. This is a financial system that shows you how to be financial literate, okay? Everybody needs this in their household. Everyone needs this in their household. Okay? Then there's another component. If you decide to build a team of people, then you can also leverage your team of people and help them as well get involved. Right? So use credit, other people money to make money. Right? Your income shifting, instead of paying the government for 40%, now just pay them 36% and get your money now. Most people that are doing an income shifting program with us is getting about $200 to $1,000 a month back without asking their boss for a raise, because they're paying too much in doggone taxes in the first place. Right? And then with the investments, most people start with $50 a month. Right? So instead of putting into your 401k, we're showing you how to use this and also how to invest in businesses. Right? Startups and stuff like that. Right? And if you decide that you want to be able to build a team, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, that also needs this system, then of course you get paid too. This whole system right here is $50 to get started. And then $35 a month. $35 a month. This will change your life. Okay? This will allow you to now be on the business side. Okay? Where you're paying now less taxes and you're able to now leverage. Right? Employees can't leverage. Right? Self-employed can't leverage. Right? But if you take about 2 hours to 3 hours a day to do this, okay, you can create your own retirement, right? Right from home, right? There's jobs that are telling people to stay home to work, right? Because these physical locations doesn't make sense, right? Remember, these schools too are going to be collapsed because of the charters. So everything is changing, and it's changing so fast. I feel sorry for the baby boomers because they cannot keep up. Every time I log into Instagram, it's a new interface. Gmail got a new thing to log in now.
Yeah, it's changed.
I just taught my grandmother how to use Facebook. She's 76. So who wins? Who wins? The only people that win is the people that get the education, right? The knowledge, and apply it. Are those who stay ahead of this game.
Right.
Right. So I want everybody to get on the other side of money. That's all it is. Other side of money. Now, if you decide to do that, right, you would just contact me or get yourself positioned, right, and then you'll start going through the income shifting and add an extra $200 to $1,000 to your paycheck. And you see it the next paycheck.
Right.
Right, because you're already paying too much doggone taxes, right? Now, how Amazon works, is still a business, right? So Amazon is called drop shipping, right? When y'all shop online, Amazon has no products, just like Uber has no cars. Airbnb has no hotels. They just have warehouses to hold it. Amazon depends on me to send products to them so they can ship it. Or Amazon depends on me to list products on their website for me to ship it. It's called drop shipping. All I am is the middleman between the buyer and the seller. That's it. So Ms. Jones goes on Amazon. She wants some pots. She lands on my page. She lands on my website. She makes a purchase. I go to my seller. I'm getting it for $20. She paid $50. I give Amazon their fee, and I make the profit. I sold over 2,000 items on Amazon to this day. Right? So that's all that I'm doing with Amazon to make me $250,000 in the last 2 years. I don't want to go to school no more. I don't want to go no more college. I don't need no more degree. Right? I don't need no more overtime. I need a job.
Right.
Right? All I need to do now is continue to focus on building my mind, my mindset, and my skill set. This is what's going to keep me ahead of everybody else who decide not to get the information. So I want you guys to consider becoming a business owner part-time. Okay? I'm not saying quit your job right now and come, no. You do this thing part-time, 2 hours a day. working on something to build your last name. Right? See, wealthy people build their last name because they teach their children. People that's poor don't.
Mm-hmm.
Our moms didn't know. Grandma didn't know. Great-grandma didn't know. So how will we know? Right? We won't know, right? Until you start getting information. But then again, some people will get the information and do nothing with it. Mm-hmm. See, this is about building generational wealth. You cannot hand a job to your children. You cannot hand housing to your children. You cannot hand food stamps to your children. But you definitely can hand a business. You can hand some real estate, some Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is going up right now. Okay? So these are all investments that we all need to get into. You guys can Google this, right? You can see what Bitcoin is doing right now. See what the stock, of course, the stock market is down right now because it's craziness Trump is doing, right? But eventually it's going to go back up. Right? We have to get financially savvy, right? So that we can win, and then guess what? Help our children to win, and stop sending them to the death trap, because that's all it is. Right? Going to college, right, and getting a job is a death trap. Right? A lot of people that got cancer, they didn't even know because they're too busy going to work. Right? You got your 14-year-old pregnant because you couldn't take care of her because you're busy going to work. Right? See, I like the fact that I'm able to be home with my kids and my husband, right, and take care of them and travel. I'm going to Miami this month, and I'm going to Texas next month. Right? Why? Because I can do it. I make money on my cell phone. I don't have to ask my boss. I don't have to call out. I don't have to worry about having anxiety when it's snow time. Me and my kids just get right back under the covers. So I want other people to understand freedom. Right? Getting your mind free first, getting your money free second. Because you can't do nothing if this ain't right. Right? So once you get this together, that's why this is a whole system to teach you about money and finance. Once you get this right, your money becomes right. Nobody wants to pay bills for the rest of their life. Nobody wants to just die paying bills. It's turmoil, right? Yeah, of course we got regular stuff, you know, cell phone bills, we got food bill. But nobody wants to keep paying a student loan or a credit card for the rest of their life. Nobody. All right? But we got to get financially educated. Right? So that's Social Security. So I'm not paying Social Security. Right? I'm paying just federal and city taxes. Hey, the government said I could do it. Employees don't have that option. Right? That's it. And then if I donate, which I do, to nonprofits, I even get a bigger tax break.
Can you donate to the PTA? I'm just saying. Yeah.
So that's how this works. Right. This how this works. Y'all don't want to pay Social Security or more? Start your business. Part-time, right? And now you can get write-offs. Your car become a write-off. The section of your house become a write-off. Your light bill, a section of your light bill becomes a write-off. Your food, your clothes that you buy now becomes a write-off. Okay? So I want you guys to go to my website, and it's a presentation that you can watch. Join TanishaMarie.com. You guys are going to put your email in. So it's join and then TANISHA and then Marie, MARIE.com. This is where you're going to watch the full presentation. It's going to break down the whole finance. Like I said, it's $50 to start and then $35 a month. Like I said, most people are paying Lexington Law $150 to do nothing. You can do this yourself and then refer your friends and family as well. Okay? So this is the system, guys, that we should be focusing on. Myecon. Leveraging money. Leveraging the internet. So that we can really make some money. and really go places that we truly want to go. Right. I remember I had a job. I could only go, probably travel once every 2 to 3 years. I had no money, first of all, and then I had the time to do it. And then I had a boss who was just like, I could never take off. It was like craziness with her. So now I can travel anytime that I want. I can travel first class if I want to. Right? So I feel good. I'm only 35 years old.
Right.
And I'm about to have my own TV show. Right? And it's going to be talking exactly about this stuff. Right? And they're going to have a magazine. I'm going to have like a financial piece, like a financial part in it.
That's wonderful.
Right. So that's my goal. Before I die, I want to help 1,000 families make at least $1,000 a month from home. So I have a mission, right, to help people understand this thing. Because the school system, just sitting in the classroom, ain't going to get you too far.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm Tanisha Marie, guys. Hope
Thank
you like
you.
the presentation.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
Anybody have any questions?
All right. Well, thank you again. Go ahead.
At this time, Mr. Oeda,
Yes.
are you ready?
I'm always ready. Be ready to be in here. Welcome, everyone. I'll make this